What it do, Dream Team? It's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with 10 things I never knew existed before moving to Australia. Before we dive into this, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Tristan, what we got?
What's good, y'all? Tristan here, and today we're going to be going over 10 things that I never knew existed before coming to Australia. So the first thing that I never knew before coming to Australia is that cricket is actually a really common game, like, outside of India. For some reason, like, I knew it existed, but I thought it was, like, only really played in India. No, it's like an English game. Like, it's pretty common in England, it's common in Australia, it's common in New Zealand. There might actually be more people who play cricket than, like, American football in the world, so yeah. I had no idea that it was even, like, a sport outside India. Maybe I'm just stupid, but I don't know. If you didn't know that, I don't know. Now you know. I'm really gonna have a...
Yeah, I knew. I think India is just the biggest supporter of cricket. Like, they have... I mean, India's got the most people, so... But, they got the most supporters of the sport in the world. Correct me if I'm wrong. So India is just the biggest nation that plays cricket, I would say. But it's not just an Indian sport, right? It's not. It's common everywhere. Not everywhere. It's common in a lot of places. There we go.
Go at my intelligence this video, just exposing all the things that I didn't know about Australia that I probably should have known. But I don't know, I think a lot of these things are common for at least Americans not to know. Hopefully this video will educate you a bit. So the second thing I didn't know about Australia before coming here is they don't really use the word candy. Like, they don't, I don't know, candy's not really a thing here. What it is they have lollies and they have chocolates. Chocolates are like anything that's chocolate, like a Snickers bar or like, I don't know, any like chocolate candy stuff. Those are all called chocolates. And then if it's not a chocolate, like if it's, I don't know, a gummy or something that's not chocolate, like Skittles maybe, like those are all lollies. So if you're looking for something sweet, don't go asking for candy, ask for lollies or go asking for chocolates. It's like, they're two separate things, and you should know that before coming here. The next thing I didn't know about...
That does make sense. You know, separate your chocolates from your other candies. So you got chocolates and you got lollies. No candy. Before
coming to Australia, and you can't be here like long at all without finding out about this, but that is their Vegemite. Vegemite is like a national treasure here in Australia. It looks like this. You put it on your toast, on your bread, and it's super salty. I'm not a big fan of it. I think it's definitely an acquired taste. You have to try it when you come to Australia. Like, if there's one food you have to try, like, that's definitely it. I don't know if anything's more Australian than Vegemite. The next one, and
anybody who watching this who plans on visiting Australia that has not visited Australia, don't try it. I'm sorry, Australians. I love you guys. You guys are amazing people. Just Vegemite. Just, I'm telling you guys, if you're not Australian, leave it alone. Leave Vegemite to the Australians. Let them have it all. If you weren't raised eating Vegemite, leave it alone. Don't eat it. It's just not good. Like you said, I guess it's an acquired taste. So I'm just sending that warning out to you guys. Don't do it to yourself.
Alright, I don't know how I lived the first 21 years of my life without knowing about this, but that is chicken salt. Chicken salt is like salt, but I don't know, just so much better. Like, you usually put it on fries, but like, or chips as they call them. But I don't know, you can also put it on like potatoes and really anything you put salt on. Like, it's just, oh my god, it's amazing. America has no idea what they're missing out on. You gotta try some chicken salt. I'll put a link to it in the description below if you want to buy some on Amazon. Heck, you know what? Same with Vegemite. If I can find some Vegemite on Amazon, I don't know. I'll throw it down there, and you can check it out. I don't know if you want to try. All right, the fifth.
Now hit that chicken salt link. Trust me. Like, I diss Vegemite because it's bad, but chicken salt is absolutely phenomenal. I don't eat fries without it anymore. Like, I literally, anytime I eat fries, bro, chicken salt. I don't want fry seasoning. I don't want it. Give me the chicken salt. The chicken salt, I'm telling you guys, it'll change your life.
Thing that I had absolutely no idea before coming to Australia was the cute animals here in Australia. Okay, so like, of course we know about koalas and kangaroos, but check out how cute this little guy is. These quokkas are on a little island in Western Australia. I haven't seen one yet, but oh my god, I think they're the most adorable like animal on the planet. Something I have seen is these cute little paddy melons. I saw like a little like herd of like 100 of them hopping around when I was in Tasmania, and I love them. They also have these giant fruit bats here in Australia. Like, they're huge. Like, I was all the way down in Melbourne and I saw them, and then now I'm all the way up here in Cairns, and yeah, still seeing them. I don't think I can qualify them as cute, but definitely something I didn't know existed. Okay. I knew they existed. I didn't know they were here in Australia before coming. The sixth thing that I had no idea existed before coming to Australia was reasonably priced sporting tickets. If you go to a professional football game in America, like, I don't know, like, I feel like I'm near Dallas. Like, I think a Dallas Cowboys game is like $400 for like an alright ticket. I'm not positive on that, but it's like several $100s. I think I've heard like just parking at a Dallas Cowboys football game is like $60. That like blows my mind. Like when I went to just like a UT, I'm a big Texas Longhorns fan. Like if I go to one of their football games in the season, not like a special one, it's gonna cost me like $90 just for a ticket. I'm sure you can find some cheaper ones, and like if you're a student, like yeah, there's discounts, but like tickets are expensive in America. Here in Australia, they are not like there's something pretty much everyone can afford. I have yet to be to a footy game since I've been here, like an Australian football game, but that's just because I got here like the week that their season ended. But to go, it's like $30 for a ticket. Like it's so cheap, and yeah, I don't know, I kind of like it. Yeah, it's weird how in America it costs so much to go to a game. All right, now this 7th thing.
$18 US. That's insane. I go every week. I find a game to go to every week. Shout out Australia for making their tickets reasonably priced. Yeah, I won't go to professional sporting stuff over here because my pockets just ain't deep enough. I'm like, I can see it just as great, if not better, on the TV. So I'm gonna sit down in front of the TV. But if it was $18, I'd be willing to go. And then the parking costs much more here than to be able to go to Australia and actually watch the game. And to get a ticket to the game. That's insane.
Thing I did know before coming to Australia, but I had to include it in this video because, like, I don't know, you really need to know this before coming here, and that is Sydney is not the capital of Australia. The capital of Australia is Canberra, and I don't know, I don't want any ignorant Americans coming here thinking it's Sydney, so I'm telling you right now, it's Canberra. Know that. It's kind of smart to know a country's capital before coming to it. All right, now the 8th thing that I had no idea about Australia before coming here, and that is that it is still part of the Commonwealth. This means that technically the Queen of England could totally overthrow the Australian government if she wants. I don't really know all the details on this, so I don't want to get into it too much, but I do know that she does have the power if she wants to, like, I don't know, dismantle the government here, kind of like make them do a re-election and whatnot. So yes, they are their own country, but they're not quite like America where like they completely like got their like full independence and freedom from the crown. Oh, this sun's really getting me. I gotta get over here. All right, whew. Out of the sun. Now the 9th thing that I didn't know about Australia before coming here, and I feel like super ignorant for this because it's such a huge part of like Australian culture, and that is the Aboriginals. So the Aboriginals are like the indigenous, like local people here. Before Australia was colonized, they've lived here for thousands and thousands of years. They're actually the oldest like known population. There's stuff here dating back to like I think 40,000 years ago. Like an insane amount of time. They've been here for so long, and yeah, I had no idea about their culture. Like they're a huge part of Australian culture, and yeah, I didn't know anything about them before coming here. One thing I will say is the Aboriginal population here is way more visible than the Native American population is in America. I don't really know why this is, but it's just, I don't know, maybe someone that's more educated on this than me can comment that below. I don't know why it is, but they're, yeah, definitely a lot more visible here than they are back home. Jesus Christ, I'm like having to move all around because of the sun. But anyways, now the 10th thing that I did not know about Australia before coming here is that Australia actually has the largest population of feral camels. That's right, it's not in the Middle East or somewhere in Africa. Australia has over 1 million wild camels. I don't know why I find this so interesting. I don't know, I just think it's like a really fun fact about Australia. So yeah.
Alright, well they do got all that outback, so yeah. They a largely area that can't be lived in. That camels can survive in that. Camels can survive in it. I don't know what word I was gonna say, but yeah, I guess I'll say habitat that's unlivable for people. So it makes sense. I mean, they got a lot of stuff. If it was livable for people, I'm sure the population would be way down because people would have built stuff on it.
Wild camels. I don't know why I find this so interesting. I don't know. I just think it's like a really fun fact about Australia. So yeah, I haven't seen a camel yet, but I don't know. Maybe the more I get into the outback, I'll stumble across one. If you plan on visiting Australia, there are some things that you should and should not do here. So if you want to know what you shouldn't do while you're here in Australia, you can check out that video. That is my don'ts of Australia. Or if you want to know 10 things that will shock you about Australia, check out that video. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace, guys.
Oh, that was so dope. That's all we got. You guys got a favorite video suggestion? You can subscribe to Patreon, drop it in the comment section, or there's a premium request link in the description. It's your boy Neal. Out.